Welcome back, everybody, back with a video. Today we are doing a PvP tier list, Brave Battle tier list with some buffs coming to Brave Battles very, very soon. We don't know what the rewards are going to be. They did say they are going to add more rewards, so hopefully there is baby scrolls in there and not large scrolls, because honestly, I do feel like the small scrolls are an issue just because we do have a lot of places to really get the big scrolls. Well, Epic Raids, Awaken Epic Raids, it used to be Arena. You know, technically, they could pick the big scrolls in there if they really, really want to. But we also do get the weekly quest. But we also get the weekly quest of the small scrolls. So, to be honest, I kind of would hope to see just both small scrolls and large scrolls for the new Brave Battle rewards. Hopefully, some orbs as well, just for, you know, depending where you end up, you get orbs for being in there for the whole week, right? It'll be nice, right? Because every other game that I've played in the past used to give orbs for PvP. Surprisingly, BBS is the only game that doesn't give orbs for ranking wherever you rank in, you know, for your tier of the week, right? So hopefully they do add orbs, scrolls, and all that, essence scrolls as well, because all that is some very juicy rewards, in my opinion. So let's get right into the list. I'm not going to be talking much about the C tier or B tier. I will mention them very, very briefly, right? So let's get right into it. C tier are ranged NAD units that are okay. They could work. But they are in a much, much worse position they are now because thanks to Kirishiki, at first there was only one unit that prevented Brave Battle, which was Kenny, but Kirishiki releasing basically the Kenny duo, the last ditch, what's it called? The last ditch concept does not really work anymore, right? Because usually with these ranged NAD units, you want them to die so they could ignore them, they go run off to the other ones, and then basically they come back to alive and they could go deal damage, right? Very, very nice. That was how it was before. But having two units now that could basically prevent last ditch, the ranged NAD units aren't looking that too hot. So I don't really want to mention, I really don't want to waste a lot of time talking about them. So that's pretty much a TODR about them. They're okay, they could work, but you really, really have to pick and choose your fights. Because if you fight the double Kennys, you're going to have a very, very hard time, and you're more than likely probably going to be losing just because they are ranged NAD units. Their whole gimmick is that you really want them to die so they can come back and they can just, you know, do damage from afar. That's pretty much what it is, right? So overall, that's pretty much the C tier. The poise wear, I mean, everyone can get the gist of it. They don't have poise. It could work, but they don't have poise, right? It sucks. It's sadly they don't have poise, but it is what it is. Next is going to be the B tier. Now, you're more than likely probably going to be using from start, maybe Retsu onwards, maybe Retsu onwards, because more than likely, you probably have dupes of this Neliel, the Yodorichi, the Amagai, right? But all these units in B tier are good. They're not OP busted. They're not bad, but they're actually good. They're just good to use, right? Damage taken DR link, or they have some inbuilt DR link as well. It's going to be one or the other, and you have some vortexes around them to, you know, break the barriers as well. Overall, these are pretty good units to use inside PvP. GGO, the newest unit coming out, he's going to be very, very good. He does have Star Barrier on top of his 90% bruiser. It's kind of a lot. And yeah, it's really, really good. Amagai, Yodorichi, Neliel, Grimjow, Star, all of these DR links, they are very, very good. Yami being a drain and weaken, immune to drain and weaken, pretty much simple. The lower tier here, they're alright. Right, if you don't have anything better, all of these units in B tier are alright, in my opinion. Don't really want to talk about much about them because A tier and S tier are really where it's at, right? But, like I said, if you don't have anything better, these units in B tier are a pretty good option to really use. I honestly, they are very, very nice. I literally use Full Hollow in PvP. He's not bad. He is not bad, especially since they used to throw him a lot on banners, right? He's actually not that bad. He's mainly just to sit there and tank up Yamamoto. You could do a full defense build. You might want to do a full defense build for everybody here. Neliel, she's okay. I've seen her do some work. Grimjow, same thing. You could do all of these units defense builds and they'll hold up just fine. So, next let's talk about the A tier. Now, the A tier is where I'm going to be talking a lot about these units. Now, starting off the bat, it is going to be Kampachi Weekend. His value has gone up a lot. He was good before in PvP. Now he's even better thanks to Kirishiki, right? There's obviously a tech unit now for this weekend to go against. He has weakening on everything. He has a vortex. He's very, very nice. He's just good. He's very, very good. Probably more than likely have him duped out. He's really good. I like him a lot. No complaints there. Especially since he could actually duel with Kirishiki because Kirishiki is not immune to any damage. So this Kenny can potentially kill him, right? Probably throughout his reduced damage taken. Hopefully, right? Don't know. We will see. We'll see. Riruka being better than Kampachi just because they're not going to have a human killer, right? Not yet. Surprisingly, we don't have a human killer yet. But I do think she is better than Weekend. pretty much the same gimmick, right? But they're not going to have killer on her, which is good. Not having killer on yourself is going to be very, very good, right? But she's going to be very, very good against most units, right? She could beef up full defense build. Very, very good. Same thing with Ichiba. I almost forgot his name yet again. Ichiba, he's okay. He's actually very, very good. He is immune to paralyze, which you do see Nitori up higher than him, but we'll mention Nitori whenever we do get to him. He's very, very good. Start barrier, pierce barrier. He's very, very good. Weakening on everything, damage taking link. I think 20% bruiser. He's very, very good. These 3 units here are very, very good. Now let's talk about the next 5. Ikaku is a boost. The boost units are very, very key when it comes to brave battles. You ideally want a boost unit in there. Now, you don't need it, but it makes your life easier to have a boost unit. I'll say that right now. You could easily get away without having any booster in there, but you're probably going to have to be duped out for that, right? So, Ikaku here does have Last Ditch. He is also immune to weakening. Immune to weakening is very, very nice. Because a lot of these units, well, mainly the Jugrim and Yamamoto, do proc weakening. So you can beef up tank, right? You can just sit there and take damage. You can also give him some dodge. Because honestly, I almost did lose to 1 dodge Ikaku before. Kind of annoying. He really is. But he does have the Last Ditch skill, which is nice in itself. But like I said earlier, having more of these Brave Battle, the Last Ditch basically not existing in Brave Battles anymore, right? Thanks to Kirishiki and Kenny. I do put him where he is. I don't think he's anything higher than that just because of that skill. Prevent Last Ditch. Too good. We need that for Arena. It's very, very good skill. Overall, Ikaku's a booster. Very, very good. You can make him a beefy tank. He's immune to weakening. Very, very nice against Yamamoto, Drugrim, and that's really about it, right? Overall, if you do want to build him, to give him defense, give him dodge, he'll be pretty annoying. He really will be. Next, it is going to be 6th Anniversary Aizen. Now, 6th Anniversary Aizen, I wanted to put him in S tier, but we have to get another PvP unit that is not immune to Brave Battle, Brave Battle temporary invincibility, right? This 6th Anniversary Aizen literally could blow up Kampachis, most of the Kampachis, right? Kirishiki and Kenny. He is very, very good. That SA2 literally annihilates them. Now, the only thing holding him back that I do put him here and not ahead of Chad, Nitori, or Askin is because we don't have 3 units of the Brave Battle, no Brave Battle, right? Temporary invincibility, right? We do have the Drugrim, Suki, and Yamamoto still existing, right? Since they still exist, this Aizen is probably not going to go up any higher. Now, if they do release another unit that isn't, temporary invincibility, maybe I'll move him up. Maybe we move him up a little bit above Askin because more than likely, we are going in a full loop. If you don't remember, full SP teams used to run amok. If we see 3 units without Brave Battle temporary Brave Battle invincibility, you could more than likely get away with an SP build team. You really could. This Aizen could literally blow up the Kirishiki because Aizen has double killer versus Kirishiki. He has double killer versus Kenny, if I'm not mistaken as well. You give him Pierce Barrier. You also give him Dodge if you really want to. And this Aizen is crazy. He really is. Now, they will come back alive, but honestly, at that point, by the time he comes back alive, hopefully your sides do the work, and it's basically a 3v1, and it's pretty much going to be over, right? So overall, I do like Aizen a lot. His value has gone up a lot more just because we did get another unit without Brave Battle temporary invincibility. Very, very nice. Chad. Now, Chad, this man has been inside PvP since he has released. He has boost, he has paralyze and everything. No bruiser. But what makes him very, very annoying is paralyze and boost. Very, very nice. That is why I do believe he is better than Ikaku. Obviously better than Aizen because this man is an absolute tank. Aizen don't even have killer on this Chad. Now, Aizen could technically still blow him up, but Chad still offers a boost, right? So having a boost with paralyze is fantastic. It really, really is. Because if he gets that soul bomb, it's pretty much GG, right? If Chad or Nitori get that special, it is over. You are more than likely going to be losing 100%, right? More than likely. So that's pretty much Chad in a nutshell. Boost, paralyze, and everything, and you can literally make him a full defense build like everybody else. But having a boost and paralyze on top of it is absolutely insane. Very, very good killer as well, having a Captain Killer. Next, it is going to be Nitori. Now, Nitori here has a boost as well. He has paralyze and everything, but he has start barrier. He also has a transform mechanic where his normal attack damage will do a lot more damage once he pops that boost. Now, that boost is only going to be for 10 seconds, not the normal 20 seconds just because he does not have Enhancer. But for himself, he is going to be having a increased multipliers on his normal attack damage stream, which is going to be crazy. It's going from 100% 120 to 110 to 140. That is absolutely crazy. That is really, really good, Disney Tor. Also, he has Captain Killer. He also has Starbearer, like I said. And then he's pretty much a Spada. None of them really have a Spada anymore. A Spada Killer. So he's definitely good. Him and Chad are very, very good. But I do prefer the Nitori in my opinion. Next is going to be Askin. Now, Askin, same thing. Their value is going up. Askin, Chad, Nitori's value are going up. Same thing with Drugum. We'll talk about Drugum very, very in a bit, right? So, Askin, DR Link, Start Barrier. Don't remember if he has Pierce Barrier. He could. I don't really remember. But his SA2 has the debuff skill. Now, this debuff skill does not work on the temporary Brave Battle Invincibility units. But with the release of more units that don't have that skill, this skill is very, very good. He's very, very good versus Kenny. He's very, very good against both Kennys. I say Sushima. Also very, very good against Sushima because he can just tank up the damage. But overall, this Askin, his value is just going up and up and up. Just because the more units we don't get, that's not immune. Pretty good. Pretty good. Next, let's talk about the S tier. Now, Drugum. Same thing. He has the Brave Battle counter now. I think he's the only one with that. Pretty sure him and Yamamoto should be the only ones that do have Brave Battle counter, which is very, very nice in itself, which means they do damage to themselves. I could be wrong about Yamamoto. I really don't remember about Yamamoto, but Drugum does have it, and Drugum's value was all the way up. Then it went down. Now it went back all the way up again, thanks to getting more units that are not immune to Brave Battle. Temporary Brave Battle. Very, very nice. I'm saying it a lot. I'm sounding like a broken record, but trust me, since we are going back in time where these units don't have temporary Brave Battle Invincibility, this Brave Battle counter, they could basically kill themselves. If you have a full defense Drugum, this Kirishiki and the other Kampachi is going to basically kill themselves because they're not immune to the damage, which is crazy. Very, very good unit. I like Drugum. His value has gone back up, even though it kind of dipped down a lot thanks to Sushima existing, right? Suki, Drugum, and Yamamoto was the triple trio. Then it went to Suki, Yama, Kenny. Now it's kind of Kirishiki, Kenny, and Sushima. Pretty good. Next is going to be Sushima. Drain on everything. Boost. Boost is so good. He has more damage than Chad. It's pretty much what makes him a lot better. He also has DR Link. He also has a Exterminator Killer. Obviously, he was there to murder, basically, Drugum. Overall, he has weakened defense as well, so his side links and himself do more damage. Very, very good. Like Sushima, he's pretty much a boost that unit in a nutshell with the Brave Battle Temporary Invincibility. Very, very good. Yamamoto being very, very broken on release. He was the first unit to basically ignore Brave Battle Temporary Invincibility, but he also had it himself, which was quite stupid at the time, because honestly, if you didn't have Yamamoto, you pretty much lost the fight. You really did. It was so stupid at the time when you really think about it, like, the fact they gave him that skill, and both of those skills, right? And no one else has it. It's pretty much Yamamoto or you lose. That's pretty much how it was. Now, very, very good. Burden, weakening on everything. But what made him very, very good was the ignore Brave Battle Temporary Invincibility and having that skill as well. Absolutely cracked out. Overall, he's very, very good. Your usual NAD unit. Very, very good. Like a DR Link, I think 50% bruiser or 40% bruiser, somewhere around that ballpark, but he's very, very good. Now, Kenny and Kirishiki are very, very similar. They both have ignore Brave Battle Invincibility. They both have ignore Last Ditch, pretty much. And that's pretty much the only difference. They both have Flurry too, but Kirishiki does have some unique skills to himself, which is going to be the under 50% normal attack damage, 30% increase, and then he also has basically 50% DR procced at 50% or less than 50%. I think it was 50% or 30%, somewhere in that ballpark, but still very, very good. And that alone is what bumped them up ahead of Kenny, in my opinion. Very, very similar to the skills they have, but they gave Kirishiki some better skills, right? Some more skills to make them more broken. They both have Flurry 2, both DR Links, both no stats elements, both, they both are not immune, both of them don't have temporary Brave Battle Invincibility. I'm tired of saying this word. It's a long word to say, but yeah. This is pretty much the tier list in a nutshell. If you have any other questions, let me know down below. It's a pretty simple tier list, but I really just wanted to talk about the A and S tier mainly, right? Because you're more than likely going to be using those. Like I said before, B tier, C tier. They're okay. If you don't have anything better, you could use them, right? But honestly, that's pretty much going to be a tier list in a nutshell. Hope you have a good day, and I'll see you guys later on. Peace out.